Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. And so today we are extending our building customer RAG Chatbot of part 2 session today. And part 1, you already know, we have set up our backend, and we have set up our environment, we have set up our where we installed our dependencies and all the things. So today, now we are going to start with part 2, which is ingestion and and building the RAG pipeline. So let us start, dig deeper into this and start this session. So what I will do, so as you guys know, so I have already installed all the dependencies here, and all the things are there already in my screen. So what I have done ingest.py, RAG pipeline, and app.py and config.py. Let us code and see whether in the backend it will work fine or not. Okay. So for that, what I will do is I will just do one thing. So we require two other things, which is Hugging Face, which we need to actually have the token. So I already have that. So I will explain how to fetch that in some other day or some other video. So what I will do, I will just fetch that information and I will just capture this information and I will save that. Okay. So all my dependencies are saved, and my my environment is saved, and my .env file is saved. And now what I will do, I will just start with typing the code in the ingest.py. Okay, so this is how it works. Let me zoom in for you guys so that we'll start with the ingest.py code. Okay, just make this so that it will be only my code editor, not other things for you guys, to just make sure that you are properly visible here. Okay, yeah, so let us start with ingest.py today, and let us see like how we can grab those information and all these things. Okay, so what I will do first, I will do import OS, which is the basic thing. Like to set up the environments, we require that. So what I will do, from path lib, import path. So we need to import the path also, because this is easier way to work with file paths, because we need that path to be imported. Okay, so here from LangChain community dot document loaders. So I told, right, this has document loaders. So we need to import lot of loaders here, because the file can be even in like a PDF, or it might be CSV, it might be some other file, right? So what I will do, I will just start with different things here. As of now, we have only in our data file, we have only what you say refund policy md file, .md file, and .txt. But if you have PDF files, right, so we want different kinds of loaders here. So for that, what I will do, I will just take PyPDF loader. This is a generic function what I am trying to write here, because it should actually ingest all the files here. Okay, so next is text loader. Okay, next is unstructured Word document loader, which is for Word files. And next is unstructured Markdown loader. Okay, and CSV loader. Let us keep it till here. So we have PDF, we have text, we have Word, we have Markdown, and we have CSV loader. So let me write in comments also for you guys. This will, what it will do exactly, it will loads the PDF files. Next what it will do, loads the text files, as you see. Next what it will do, loads the Word file. Loads the Word documents. Next what it will do, it will load the Markdown files, and next CSV loader will load the CSV files. Just for your reference, I am adding this comments here so that you guys will make you understand from scratch. So this is the things which will be happening here. Okay, so now what we have done, we have loaded all the files. I mean, file formats, which is PDF, text, unstructured Word document loader, Markdown, and CSV. Okay. So now I need to split the large document into the chunks, right? Because we need to split documents into chunks. So this is where the function will come from LangChain text splitter. So we have recursive character text splitter. Okay, that is one of the things which is very important. Okay, so we are splitting these things. Now what I will do LangChain embeddings. Okay, so here from LangChain on dot embeddings, I am doing Hugging Face embeddings. Hugging Face is one of the, I told right, in .env I have saved those tokens and all. So Hugging Face is one of the embeddings. We can just import it and we can put it here. Okay. Next, what I am doing, I am converting that to Chroma vector store. So what happens? See, internally what happens is, first if you just split the documents into chunks, it will identify the chunks and it will sync. Think like documents has huge number of text. Okay, so what it happens is that so the text will not be understood by machine. Okay, so what it will do, it will convert to the numbers. Okay, that is called embeddings. Okay, so chunks and embeddings, once it done, so we need to store that in the Chroma vector store. Vector store means where all the embeddings are stored in the DB, ChromaDB. Okay, that's where this third step is there. So first it will convert to the chunks, documents into chunks. Chunks means what will happen is, for example, I will tell you. So now I am Chetan. Okay, so this is things, right? Whatever something I will write. Okay, something I'll write. So what happens is that it will, so suppose for example I will tell the things to put it in the chunk size like for example 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. This is one chunk. Okay, so for example I'm just giving one example. So this is another chunk, so it will divide these things into the chunk. Okay, so this is first chunk. Okay, this is second chunk, and this is third chunk. For example, I'm just giving one example, random example. Don't think like that. I mean, think in such a way that you visualize these things. Okay, chunks it is created. Okay, next what it is doing, next embeddings, right? Embeddings, what it will do, I have one number 0.1 or something, Chetan has 1 point something like that. It will convert to the numerical format basically. So that is called embeddings. So this will be converted to some numerical format. So irrespective of the numerical format, it will convert to the embeddings. Okay, next what it will do, so we need to store that in some variable to retrieve, right? To build the RAG pipeline, which is retrieval. So we need to store somewhere, right? For that, we are using ChromaDB here. Okay, so what it will do, it will store the vectors and text also. Stores vector plus text, which is very important thing here. Okay, so text. Okay, so here what I will do, I will use from LangChain .community .vector stores, I will import Chroma here. Okay, so what I will do, I will import this Chroma here. So now I need to write that config file, but I will just try to import here. Okay, from .config. Okay, import. I will write the .config also. I will explain you guys what is this. As of now, I am writing this. Okay, .dir and persist there. So these are these things what I am trying to fetch. As of now, I have not written the config file. I will show you, but you guys need to understand this basic thing. So what I have done first is that, guys, I have ingested all the files, all PDF files, text files, Word files, Markdown files, and CSV files. And next, what I am doing, I am splitting the documents, any document, right? PDF or text loader or something with the chunks. So afterwards, what I am doing the embeddings using Hugging Face embeddings techniques. And afterwards, I am storing it, just importing the vector store, and later I am doing the config. So till here, I think everybody has understood. Okay. So this is not that much rocket science. It's just simple things what we want to try to do. Okay. So now what I will do, I will create one loader map. Okay. Loader map is one of the variable what I'm trying to create. So now what I will do, what I will do for PDF loader, txt, what is the thing? So this is how this text file comes, right? So for example, for .pdf, what to use? Okay. So here in dependencies, we have .pdf file loader, right? So for the another things, what we want to do. So this is like a mapping of, doc files, .doc files, unstructured Word document later. What is the mapping of this file extension to the particular particular text loader, for example, PyPDF loader, text loader, unstructured. So this is like a mapping. .docs, please take unstructured Word document loader. For .amd, Markdown loader. .csv, CSV loader. .pdf, PyPDF loader. So like that, we want to take that in the different sense. So for this, what I want to do is, I want to actually tell this .txt as not only text loader. So it should be in UTF-8 documents. So for that, so we will use like this, text loader p encoding UTF-8, which is for .txt file. So this is a very important concept what I wanted to tell you guys, that so this one is how it works. Loader map equal to so this brackets PyPDF loader for PDF and other things, right? So that is it's very important. So I will create one function now, which is get embeddings. Okay, get embeddings. So which embeddings models we are using? So we need to fetch that, right? So what I will do is that so for that I will add one commentary also here, what it will do, so that you guys will understand. So it will create embedding model, must match the embedding model using the RAG-chain.py. Okay, just to make sure that you guys are aware of this thing. This is just like this one text what I'm trying to add here. So what it will do, create the embedding model, must match the embedding model used in the RAG-chain.py. Okay, so for that, what I will do, I will just return Hugging Face model, and I will use sentence transformer as my slash all minimum L6 LV2 is Hugging Face embedding model, which I am trying to incorporate here. Because why I will do, because it is small, fast and accurate. So this model, why I am using is because it's a small, fast and accurate model. So that's why I am trying to use that. Okay. So now I will close. Sorry, one second. So here return embedding first. Okay. Anyways, I have closed this bracket here. So you understand, right? So this is how this embedding things will work. Next, what I will do, I will create another function called load documents. Okay. So I got my embeddings. So what I'm doing, I'm creating another function called load documents, which is very clear cut. So for that, what I will do is, so I will add that comment also here, whatever the comment I want to, so that I don't want to waste my time here. So that's why I am just copy pasting that load all the supporting files inside the data folder and converting into the LangChain documents. Okay. So this is a really important load documents things what I wanted to show you guys. Okay. So first what I will do, so for that, so I will create list of documents which can be stored in array. So let us create one empty array here. Okay. So what I will do, data path, I'll just give data path is equal to data.dir, which is create a path object, which is pointing to the data folder. Okay, create a path object which is pointing to data folder, right? Because data folder has my all the files, .md file and .txt file. So this is very important, guys. Okay. So now if data path doesn't exist, what to do? You should tell rise file not found error, because we need to think about negative test cases, negative things also, right? For example, if it is not there, of course you can't tell like it's present, right? So what I will do, I will just put here my configuration thing data.dir, which is a pointing to configuration things which we have already declared here, data.dir. Okay, dot data dir, data underscore dir, which will already fetch from the configuration file. As of now, I have not written configure file, but I will write it so that we will understand later this point of time. Data not found, data directory not found. Okay. So now what I will do, I will write one for loop for file path, in data path dot rglobe. So which means that all the files, whatever the things are there, in irrespective of the extension, which stars means irrespective of the extension, whatever it is there. So what you do, you write one if statement here, and if not present, right? If not file path. So you will continue that. You will continue means again reiterate the things, because until and unless it founds the document, you will just reiterate, right? So afterwards, what it will do? It will do get extensions. We need to get the extensions, right? Whether it's .pdf or .txt or something. So for that, ext equal to file path suffix lower, means it will take the extension in this format. .pdf get extensions like .pdf or .txt. So which will actually fetch in this line. Okay. So for the next, what I will do is, if extension not there in roadmap, for example, if it is not there, see earlier we have created this loader map by PDF and other things. If this extension is not there, what it should behave? So it's like a conditional statement, what I am trying to add here. Continue again, follow the loop. Okay. So now what I will do is pick the correct loader function. For example, now I'll write another things called loader function, loader fn. This is one just a variable what I'm trying to create. So loader map equal to ext. So this means what it will happen is, pick the correct loader function or class based on the file type. So it should actually fetch, right? So this will be like loader map.xt, means ext is the extension. So pick proper loader map from the loader, from the extension. Based on the extension, you take the loader map here. Okay, this is a very important step, and we need to take that. So now I need to create my loader instance here. Loader equal to, so we need to create the loader function of that file path which is present in the data folder. Okay. So now what I will do, I will load the file into LangChain document objects. For that, what I will do, I will write another command called file docs equal to loader.load. So this is an inbuilt command in LangChain. So it will actually load the LangChain documents, load the file content into the LangChain document objects, which is a really important things. So next, what I will do, I will write some metadata, right? So what kind of files are there or something like that. For that, again I will use for loop here. So this is for loop inside for loop, which is nested for loop for d in file docs. Okay. So what I am doing, guys, this one actually I don't require this much. So d.metadata source file path dot name. So this one is fetching only file name only. Okay, this is fetching only file name only. Okay. So now what I will do, I will take the full path, d dot metadata full path I will tell, right? Tell path, it's enough. Path, file path I will put that. Okay. So now what I will do, I will add all the documents from this file into overall document list. Okay, so that it will be clear for us. So for that, docs dot extend file docs, which is I'm adding all the things. So later what I will do, I will come out of the loop and I will only return docs here. Okay, I will return all the documents in that function. I mean in the ingestion things. So this will actually do the loading of the documents things. Now coming to ingestion. So till here, I think everybody has understood these things. Ingestion, we will try to do that. So some 19 problems are there. We will just put all the things later. But first, what we will do, we will try to write the ingestion function now, okay, which is very important. Okay, so now what I will do, I will write another function called def ingest. This is another file. Okay, so what it will do is, this one actually I will explain you guys what it will do. So ingestion means what? So it will load the documents. So load the documents, chunk, embed, and store into the DB, right? So main ingestion function, what it will do, the data folder will load all the documents, and it will load all the documents, it will chunk and embed, and it will store in the ChromaDB. So for that, what I will do, print. So I will just write at a debug sentences, f read. So it should read the documents from the data dir, okay, which is very important. Okay, now it should load all the documents, right? Load all the documents. So this is ingestion, guys, from data folder. So for that, documents equal to we have already that function load documents. Okay, load documents is already there, which is a above thing, right? Which is this load documents, which is already, I'm just calling inside the ingestion part, so that I don't need to do like two things here, right? So if I call in the ingestion part, first it will, what it will do, it will load the documents, later it will ingest things. Okay, so if again no documents, right? No documents, print no documents are there, or no supported documents is there in the .data folder, and existing the ingestion, so that it will not do the ingestion part, because no documents are there, right? So I need to write that function for that. So now what it will happen is, now print documents, right? So it should print the things here, document things, which is show the number of loaded documents or pages, right? It should create it. So if show the number of documents. Now what I will do, I will split it, right? Splitter, I will use splitter equal to recursive character splitters. Here I need to mention chunk size and chunk overlap, guys. So 1000 characters per chunk, and overlap I will just add 150 as of now. 150. So 150 characters are there to do the things, right? So that is very important. So now what I will do, I will close it. Close this line. So this is fine now, as of now it should work. So now what I will do, sorry, here it's fine. Now splitter also I need to put here, chunk size also I need to put here, and overlap also I need to put here, and 1 second, some indentation issues, that's not a problem at all, that's fine. So if not documents, right, if not documents, so if not documents is where here print should come, here return should come. Now print should come here, splitter should come here, chunk size should come here, chunk overlap should come here. One second, guys, sorry, one second guys, just making the indentation right here, so that you guys will not get problems at any point of time. Yeah, so this is fine, and splitter also I think that should be fine. Okay, so that's not a problem. I mean, the indentation things are like normal things only. I mean, we can do later also, that's fine. Now what I will do, since I wrote all the things, right, so I will do split all the documents into chunks. Okay, split all the documents into chunks. So for that I will do chunks equal to, I'm just writing one variable here, splitter dot split documents. So whatever the splitter.split is documents is there, I will split chunk size 1000 and chunk overlap 150. So you can mention anything what you want to do, you can mention it, but what I want is like just to understand the concept here. Okay, so now what I will do, sorry, okay, now what I will do, I will just write you know, I will print the number of chunks. You know, I need to print the number of chunks here. Print number of chunks created, which is very important context in this thing. Okay, so this is created. Okay, now once this is created, right, I need to store that in the vector store, right? I need to create one vector DB here, the vector DB schema. Create vector DB, you know, and store documents, and store the documents. Okay, so for that, what I need to do is, guys, one second, def ingest, one second guys, one second, just seeing like what is the you know, def ingest last. Okay, okay, so this should be fine. And later, okay, got it. Print splitter, chunk size 1000, 150. Okay, that should be fine. And later we can see that creating the vector store and DB documents, we can just start with that. Okay, so for that, what I want to do is I need to create the vector DB here, right, guys? Understand? So I need to create the vector DB here, vector DB database to store the documents, right? To store the documents, I need to create the vector DB here. So for that, what I will do is I will follow the structure of, second, okay. So vector DB equal to vector DB equal to chroma from documents. So whatever the document chunks, document equal to chunks. Okay, this is one of the things what I want to store. Okay, and embeddings. Embeddings, you as you know, embeddings equal to get embeddings, which is a function which we already wrote earlier. And next, which we have that sentence things, right? Which is embedding model we had earlier. I'll show that. Persist directly equal to persist dir, which is folder location where DB will be saved, right? So these are three other important steps which we want to write on. Okay, so this one, let me close it. And now what I need to do is I need to do vector db.persist, which will save the database to the disk. Okay, vector db.database. Okay, so now what I will do, I will print it, right, to just make sure that, you know, we just want the things, right? I just mentioned stored in ChromaDB, just to make sure that, you know, those are already stored in the vector DB. So now if this file is we want to run directly, means what we need to do, guys, I need to write the main function here. I need to write the if statement, and I need to write the main function in the current directory. Okay, so this is one thing which will come in the ingest.py, which is a really important things. What we have done, I'll explain. First, what we did, we just imported everything as a loaders, document loaders from the LangChain community, and we have different loaders here. And next, splitter, text splitter, embeddings, community, data dir, we from the config folder we have to. Still, it's not written. I will write it. Okay. So this .pdf, .txt, whatever the mappings are there, we are mapping that loader to the particular extension. And now embeddings, we are creating one function which is using sentence transformers as a Hugging Face embeddings, and loading the documents is one function, guys, and ingesting the document is one function, and later we are storing all the things into vector DB, and next we are calling the main function. So clear, right? So we wanted whatever the goal we have, we are creating this folder. This is ingest and loading and ingesting. Load and ingest, you can tell these things, because we are loading that all the things here, and we are getting the embeddings, we are loading the documents, and we are taking the ingestion part also. Okay, so this is a very important things what we want to show, what I wanted to show. Okay, so this one, let me see the which one, indentation things, which is, so some splitter problem is there. Okay, since you guys already understood all these things, what I will do is, this splitter things is there. Where is the problem coming, guys? So if not documents, right? So let me do one thing. Okay, so let me, so you guys understood the main concept, right? I'll just try to oh, then I think the problem is there in the earlier things. Oh, okay. Okay, what I will do, I'll just to make sure it is all proper. So now actually just a indentation issue, guys. There is nothing problem here. Just I have make sure that all the indentation is proper now. Okay, so I'm just copy pasted that file again, just to do not waste the time. So just I wanted to make sure that everything is ingesting properly. This is just an indentation issue. Otherwise, I covered everything, whatever there. So right, so I don't want to waste your time as well as my time in just fixing the indentation issues. So whatever I told is the main thing what you want to just check and work on it. So you guys need to just work on it. Okay, so this is how the ingest pipeline is created. Okay, now what I will do, now I will go to the config part. Okay, so config part, we have a different section here, guys. Config part, I have not written anything here. So what I will do, I will just do import OS. Okay, so now from .env I'm loading .env, so which is a very important command. So I will mention root dir equal to os.path.abs path. Okay, so it means that, so see, os path.join file, right? So whatever the directory name is there, it's just fetching the root directory of that root directory it is assigning. Now I need to load the .env file, right? That is where I'm just taking the root directory .env file. So this will fetch the CSC, the RAG chatbot, and this will load .env. What it will do, it will take the .env file, guys. Okay, this is very simple. So now earlier we did data dir, right, in my ingestion ingest.py. So for that I need to write os.path, okay, dot join root data folder which is taking the things. Okay, now persist dir, make sure the names are correct, guys, because I've already used that thing in the my ingest.py. persist.dir ChromaDB or vector DB, I can say, or I can fetch vector DB so that the folder will be created according to that. So vector DB. Okay, so this is how it is created, and Groq API key, right? Groq API key equal to os.getANV Groq API key. If not Groq API key, what, guys? If not Groq, there is a value error. Groq API is not set in the environment variables, which you can just put it as part of the if statement. So this is how config.py works. So root directory, load.env, data directory I have declared, persistent array, and Groq API. What are the necessary things I have declared here? Okay, so this is nothing but config.py. So which is very important. Now what I will do, I will try to do RAG pipeline I'll try to build. So here what we have covered is, we have covered the embeddings, we have loaded the documents, and we have ingested the documents. Now it's time for us to do the RAG pipeline, RAG chain pipeline, RAG pipeline, which we have not written it. So I will try to do this as part of this activity. Okay. So for that, so what I will do is, we need some of the imports here, guys. One is from LangChain, Groq, Groq, import chat Groq. Okay, so that is important. From LangChain community embeddings, import Hugging Face embeddings, which is used for embedding things. From LangChain .community.vector source, import Chroma, which we have very important because to just store it in the vector database, right? From LangChain .core .prompts, import chat prompt template. I will explain you guys why we are using this, because these are the things which is really required to build a RAG pipeline. Core outputs, import str output parser. Okay, str output, sorry guys, str output parser. This is correct. Okay, again what I want is from config config, import persistdr and Groq API key. Okay, so this still here import is there, and now what I want to do is, I want to put a prompt now, right? RAG prompt, which is a very important step in this command. What I will do is chat prompt template from template. So what I will do is, I've already provided my context here. I'll just provide this thing there also. So this is the template, guys, prompt template, what I am trying to tell it. So if you guys see, right, so what I have given is, you are a helpful customer support assistant, answer the user's questions strictly using the provided context. If the answer is not present in the context, say exactly, I don't have the information in the provided documents. Okay, so this is a template what I am trying to provide for the RAG application, and also I'm providing the proper context. See, again, I'm telling you these questions strictly in the providing context, so that it will provide in the particular context. Any deviations, it will become it will not give the answer properly. Okay, so this is a really important step. So now what I will do is, again, I will write function called get embeddings here also. Get embeddings. So what I will do, just same thing. So this is Hugging Face embeddings, what I am trying to create, and which is sentence transformer is a model name, which is I am already writing that. Okay, so now what I will do, I need to format the documents. Okay, format the documents. For that, I need to write one function called def format docs. Okay, so this will have the docs as my input. Okay, so this one, what it will do is formats retrieved documents into a single context string, so that it will be it will take the string retrieved documents into a single context string. So context string is it will take in a very contextual format, it will take the documents. Okay, now for that, what I will do, let me declare one array called parts. Okay, so again I need to write for loop here for I comma d. Okay, in enumerate docs. Okay, so for I comma d, and also sorry guys, section not right. Enumerate docs comma start equal to 1. Okay, this is the one command which we need to write. Now src equal to d dot metadata that get source comma unknown, this is important. And now page equal to d dot metadata, page not none. Okay, so I will explain you guys what is the things I will explain you guys, so that you guys will understand, right? Line by line I will just try to explain these things for you guys. Okay, so what it will happen is, first what we are doing, we are importing all the things, right? Importing what? LangChain community. LangChain community, what we are doing, we are importing everything. So once I go here, right, LangChain Groq, we are importing. LangChain, other whatever the things, LangChain community, embeddings, vector store, and other things, right? So what I will doing is I'm just importing everything. Okay, that is the first step what we are trying to do. Okay, second step what I'm doing, I'm giving the template for this. So for example, template, what it will do these things, right? So template, you are a helpful customer assistant, what I want to provide the context, I am providing in my format. Okay, so now what I will do is, so first what I am doing is I am taking the document and I am getting the embeddings here. Embeddings means it's taking all the embeddings in the creating the embedding format here. So next what I am doing the format docs here. So format docs, what I am doing here guys is that I am taking the document as a string. Okay, and what I am doing, I am looping through the retrieved document and number. So retrieve document will be like, for example, it can be like, how I can tell is that, it can be in format like, for example, I'll just mention like this. It's like 1, 2, sorry, 2 like this. Okay, like this it will be there. So this one I am looping here. Okay, so for that, what I am telling is I am taking the metadata for that file name and source and page number. I am taking the metadata of that. It gets the metadata. Whatever I am writing, I am getting the metadata from here. Okay, so for that, if that page is not there, right guys, so I will write one condition. If page okay is not none. Okay, so parts dot append, f dot I, for example, it will tell that each document has this source and this PDF file and this document text, it has this content and everything, it has like that, it is showing that each document has this page is not none, right? That is a condition what I am trying to add here. Now what I will do, I will return what it will do guys, I will return that, right? Return, sorry, it's not here. So if page is none, if page is not none, src display, sorry, src display. So next that statement will come, but first we need to tell src display equal to fsrc. Fsrc means that is an argumented format which we wanted to display here. Fsrc page equal to page plus 1. Okay, so what this will do is that add a page numbers if available, right? This will add the page numbers. Else what it will do guys, else also we need to write same like if else else what it would do, src page equal to src. It means that whatever the page number, if it is available, it will just try to add that. Okay, and later what I want to do, you need to come out of this. Okay, so now parts dot append we need to do, which is after else, right? Okay, this is parts dot append, and we are closing everything as a flower brackets. And what I will need to do, I need to return all the giant parts. Okay, so this is a very important thing what I am trying to say, which is parts dot append, and later it is returning everything. It's just a minor issue. I'll just try to solve that. src page if else parts return. Again, it's an indentation issue. That's not a problem at all. We'll try to fix that later. Okay, so this one is fine. Now if for example, if it is like a deduplicated sources, right? Deduplicate. This is just a function what I'm trying to write, function name, sources. Okay, so sources. Okay, so what it will do is it will just deduplicate means what, guys? For example, okay, so it will actually prevents the same file or page opening multiple times, right? So that's where it's very important to optimize this code, because if you are not optimizing this code, again it will open again and again, and doesn't make sense for that. So for that, what I will do is I will just just write that function. One second, I'll just write this everything so that I will explain you guys. So deduplicate sources means deduplicate sources, the same file appear multiple times, guys. So what it will do, it will take again the same things. So it will, again, I don't want that same thing to have multiple times, right? For example, that same file is already done. So for that, I am adding one condition called d.metadata, again path I am adding, and I am just navigating that 300 this one source page and file path here, identifying them, extracts identifying the metadata. So if that unique key pair source page is same, for example, right? So if key not in source page, then you fetch the data. Otherwise, you just take the source map dot values, which is you don't want that to have the things, right? So that is where it's very important to have that same file or page. It should not appear multiple times. For that, this function is present here. Okay, so now again the same thing, we need to build a chain now. So this is a very important function what we have told. So is that it's like LLM, we need to put I am using Groq, as you know. So I'm taking the model, I'm taking the Groq API key and get embeddings. Already it's there in the embeddings things in the ingest folder, ingest.py, and same thing, vector DB is already there, embeddings, process DAR and other things, and DB count not equal to 0. Raise ChromaDB is empty. Otherwise, you fetch the similarity search with core. So RAG answer, right? So what it should do, it should take the similarity search with score, which has that format, right? So which is quotient and k equal to 6. K equal to 6 means what? So k equal to 6 means that, for example, right, you want that k equal to similarity smaller score, which is like k equal to 2 or k equal to 3. It will give the better score for us. K equal to 6 also we can write, k equal to 2 also you can write. Retrieve more candidates in the filter score relevance, right? So score is distance smaller, that's why I'm giving the threshold 0.8. 0.6 means strict, 1 means it's loose, right? I'm giving threshold as 0.8, which is normal. Okay, now filter docs, I'm taking all things, score, threshold, filter docs, if we are appending the files into the filter docs. Okay, and so if not filtered, what it will do, I'll just mention the callback, it's top -2 anyways, which will fetch all the things. Okay, context I'm giving again format docs, and answer we are using wrong prompt, RAG prompt, which I already have it in the here RAG prompt, which we already have in the pipeline itself here. Sorry, in the above things, this is a prompt. Okay, RAG prompt, LLM parser, and context we are giving, and you are giving the question also. For example, if I am putting some question, it is taking from the context here. Okay, so this is a very important step. Answer equal to RAG prompt. Okay, so if I don't have the answer in the provided documents, it will not return anything. It will return the sources as equal to empty, and answer it will tell I don't have that information in the provided documents. If duplicate sources, and if answer is present, this will mention the answer with sources. As I showed you in my previous video, I have demoed that, right? So if you guys are not seeing my previous video, please go and check. I have given the answer with sources, and it is returning the RAG answer. Okay, so now my almost all my functions are ready. Okay, ingest is ready, which will load and ingest the documents, and RAG pipeline is also ready, which is important, and config.py, which is fetching from the particular folders, .env and data folders. Okay, so these 3 files are ready. Now important thing is I need to put app.py. If you remember my previous video, I have just showed that backend was working properly, right? That backend was working properly, but now I need to add few more things here, right? Because I have already built the chain. I need to add few more things here. Okay, so for that I want another function called pydantic. Okay, so I need to import base model. Base model means it's like a model which I want to create. Okay, from RAG pipeline. Okay, so import build chain. Build chain is one of the function, and from .ingest import ingest. Okay, ingest. So we are importing all these things here, guys. And now what I will do, I will write this. This is customer RAG Chatbot. Let it be there. And so first what I will do is I need to fetch the schema here. I need to write the schemas here, guys. So for that I need to mention RAG equal to build chain. So I am just assigning that build chain function to one of the variable, which is called RAG. Okay, so now I need to declare the base model here. Class query request base model. So whatever the question you are asking in a string format only, you are not asking in any format. The question should be in the string format. It should not be in a numeric format or something else. That's why it is a strict rules. What I am setting is I'm creating the base model here. Okay, so now this is okay. This health is anyways done. So now what I will do, at app.post, so I need to chat with that. So I will mention chat here. Okay, so chat. So def chat request query. So I need to write here. So this is also simple things what I can write, but here I will use try catch exception also, where it is returning the things whatever it is there, returning the RAG responses also, right? Which is very important step here. Try return, okay, RAG request dot question. Okay, so now accept exception as E, and again it's a return, sorry, not error. So if it is like exception, what I will try to fetch is return answer. So I mean I can write anything. An error occurred while processing your request, and sources is null, and error is stringy. Okay, so this one I have used try catch exception block to make sure that we are proper here. Okay, I mean it's a proper if you want to build any production level things, try catch block is very important, guys. Just make sure that we are implementing that as well. So for that, sorry guys, def run ingest. So this is def run ingestion, right? Ingestion. So what I will do, I will again ingest all the documents to the ingest all the documents to ChromaDB. Okay. So for that, this also we need to write try catch exception, try ingest. You can just type a message case saying that status I can keep it as success. I can write multiple things here, success, and message I can keep it as ingestion tried successfully. Okay, and except block, except exception as E, I'll mention return status is we can mention that string.e. Okay, so almost all my things are completed. So I have completed first ingestion.py, which will load and get the embeddings and load the documents. And next is ingesting the things, loading the documents from the data folders, creating chunk and embedding, store it into the ChromaDB. This one is ingestion. Okay. So now next what I created, guys, I have created the config RAG pipeline, which is retrieving the documents from there, and you are building the chain that is a RAG chain, and we are doing the similarity search score, which is relevant to the score, and we are doing these things, and we are creating the answer from the sources. Okay, so this one is done, and now config.py, where we are configured every path, and app.py, we are we are writing some of the chat ingest functions where it will ingest and it will load the file. Okay, so now what I will do, simple thing, I will test my backend, right, how it is working and other things, right? So to test that, so what I will do is to test my backend, right? So I will just launch my UVcorn. Okay, I'll launch my UVcorn. UVcorn. Yeah. So for that, I need to write that command. Just give me 1 second, guys. I have that command handy. So let me take that. So earlier also we had that, right? VCOR. 1 second. VCOR. 1 second. Just I'm finding that. Okay. UVCOR backend dot app reload port 80,000. Okay, so I'm just running this. We'll see whether it will start or not. Some warning is getting, but that's fine. That warning is doesn't matter. Okay. So starting my looks like it's starting. We'll see. This is starting. That's great. Or let me. It's taking a lot of time. I don't know why. 1 second. God. Some error is coming, guys. I'll just put that app.py line 8 build chain. RAG equal to build chain. Okay, let us go there. What is the problem here? What is the problem here? Oh, sorry. I need to run the ingestion first. That's what it's telling. Okay, I got it. So first what I will do, I'll just run this python ingest.py, which I need to run. Let me do one thing, cls python ingest.py. Okay, can't open the file. Oh, sorry, I need to go to backend, right? Sorry. Now I need to put python ingest.py, guys. Okay. Let me check what we can do. Attempt relative with no import error. .config import data dir process dir. What is the problem here? Just.py. Okay, let me go here. .config.py import data dir. But it is creating vector db, guys. If you see this, right, it's creating the vector db. But here some problem is coming in the .config import 924. Okay, but let me show you guys. Let me check what is the problem. Hello guys. Yeah, I got the reason. So what I need to do is I need to enter this python m backend.ingest, right? So this is where we were facing the issue. So now if I run this, right, so my ingestion should be successful. So yeah, if it is reading the files from the data file and it is loading the 4 documents which is already provided in the data file, and it is storing it in the ChromaDB. Okay, so this is success now. So what I will do now, I will just run my UVCon service, which I have already written here. UVCon service, I'm starting the UVCon service now. So it is running my embedding model, and it is started the application startup complete. So what I will do, I will show you guys the doc files, so I can share my screen. 1 second. I can show my, can add this 1 second, guys. Capture. Yeah. So able to see my screen, right? So what it will do is it will start, updating these things in my, repo. So if you see here, whatever I have shown, right? Let me put this. So now if you see, right, what I will show, this is the health check application. So earlier we had this, so we had already this. So this is a chat, right? So for example, if I give the question, right? So let me try out some different things here. So if I give as question as refund policy, okay. So let me see what answer I will get. So if I execute this, so if you see here, right, so it is exactly giving me refund or cash is available or within 7 days return is available, and the source is also given, guys. Okay, so this is what we accept from backend, so that my front end is also getting the same things. So only thing is my backend is fetching this kind of response, so my front end will also tell that, okay, this is how it is like happening here. Okay, so this is the same thing what I wanted to check here. So now next what I will do, I will just give shipping. Okay, so let me try for all the things, shipping. Okay, so I'll just give shipping as my question. So later if you see, right, so it is giving my option as we have two option for shipping, whatever the things are there, which takes standard shipping and express shipping, which takes 1 to 2 days, and shipping FAQ.md is the source. Okay, next was what, guys, I forgot. 1 second. Ticket, right? Let me give ticket here. So I mean, you can give, different context, but I'm just trying to, show you guys, ticket will be assigned and resolved with 3 days of creation, and source will be ticket.md. Next what I will do, I will question troubleshoot, uh, question. Okay. So troubleshoot, whatever the things are there, it is giving me the troubleshoot, guys. So this is how you guys can, validate the backend also, how you can validate the things. So for example, I will give question, what is my name? Okay. So if it give, it will exactly tell I don't have the information in the provided document. So because it don't have that context. Okay. So this is how my backend service is up and running, and it is working properly, and to make sure that all the things are coming. So next, in my next session, we will try to build my front end things in Streamlit, and we will try to ingest everything. So backend everything is working fine. I think like in the front end, it's just a matter of, you just see in my user friendly format, so that it will help you guys, to, to see in the UI properly. Okay. But as this is the important thing, what I wanted to mention. First, what we did, we mentioned, we just did that RAG pipeline things, and we just, done the UICon, we just ran the, ingestion things, and we just started these things, and and also you can run the ingestion also. So you already have the documents. So if you just try and execute this, right? So what it will do, it will ingest all the files. So for example, if you just do this loading the things, it will take some time to ingest the things, and also it will tell success, ingestion completed successfully. So you have imported all the documents, and I have written that API for that also, so that it will try to ingest everything. And as you see, the chat is also coming. So basically we have three: one is health check, one is chat, and one is running the ingestion, which is storing all the documents in the data folder to the ChromaDB. So these are the necessary APIs for all of us to make sure that it's opening properly and it's happening properly for us, so that it will be helpful for to bring to fetch from the front end. So next, in my next session, we'll build UI for this. So hope you guys understood this part, right? So it is very important. So backend, whatever the files I have, it is fetching the proper responses. So whatever the things which the context is not provided, so it is not fetching the not fetching the response. Okay, so hope you guys like this session, and if we want to build front end in my next session, we will join next session and we will try to explore more things in the things, and we will try to you know uh, what you say we will try to explain more things for you guys. But please like this video and comment it out if anything is there from your side. If you have any questions, please comment it out and share for the members who don't know this, so that they will also get upskilled in this, so that it will help everybody to it will help me also to make sure that everything what I'm doing right. So it's not perfect, I know, but only thing is I am trying to think through high level, and see, if you think in a eagle view, right, for example, in the high level, so you guys will understand whatever I am trying to build the concept, right? So you guys will understand. So because this is very important in any enterprise level data, if you want to manage, or if you want to, I mean, if you want to, what is it? Give a chatbot. So it's very important, you understand these things, which is a really important thing. So FastAPI, using FastAPI, Unicorn backend service, and also using this logic of RAG pipeline, you can build enterprise data which is only related to that particular enterprise or business. Okay, so please make sure that you guys are learning these skills, so that you guys can also build in your own company. If you are working in any IT companies, software companies, you can also build data related to them, and build a chatbot. Okay, that is very important, and you apply this knowledge to your companies, and it will help you guys in the long run. Okay, so please comment it out, please subscribe to the channel, please like this video, so that it will go for the more reach, more members, and it will help everybody to upskill, and get through a lot of knowledge. And so this is how we will test this, and this is how it works. And if you have anything for me, please contact me, DM me in my LinkedIn profile, or comment it out, so that I will reply to every comment, and also subscribe to the channel. Okay, so thanks for everyone to watching this video, and if anything is there, so please contact me, and see you in the next one. Thank you. Bye.